Hello, everybody. I'm Louise.
I'm Loup.
And together we are in the Loop. And we are just about working out what we're meant to be doing here. Today, on this side of the camera screen, we have got Jack joining us. Hello, Jack.
Hiya. Got me away from the camera now.
Yeah.
I know, it's a bit weird having you next to me as opposed to the other side.
It's all gone a bit out of place.
Yeah, it's weird me being this side because I like being over that way because I like my presenters to be on the show and kind of not me. So,
Right, so let's get back on track.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about IT. IT is very important for small businesses, for startups. Tell us about your history in the IT world and why.
So basically, leaving school, I kind of went for a company and I started repairing computer bits. And then obviously then went into PC world. So that was my kind of first customer service stroke IT technician. We used to get people, the salespeople selling computers and game equipment that kind of didn't go together because that time they would choose a graphics card, a sound card, and it'd be our job to put it all together and make it work and then you can walk away with it. We spent most of the time back on the shop floor finding the right cards and the right equipment to work together because back in them days sound cards and graphic cards can conflict with each other, so you have to go make sure you got the right brands. We knew what they were, but the sales guys never kind of talked to us. But I was there for a while anyway, and one of the sales guys left and went to an IT company as a salesperson, and he phoned me and said, "Do you want an IT job?" Why not? Yeah, why not? So he got me in. I remember he said to me, "Make sure shirt and tie." I had white socks and then obviously shoes and shirt and tie.
Michael Jackson look.
Yeah. Went in for the first interview, and then when I left, he phoned me and said, "It was a great interview, but next time, make sure you wear dark socks." I went, "Oh, got a second interview. It says going to try you out." So then I went in and literally did a few hours. They gave me some stuff to do. It was a networking company, so it's kind of it was a different to what I was used to. But then they called me back and said, "You got a job." And that was the first year I kind of thinking, or even the first couple of days, because they put me on site. So I went up to London, Barbican, big investment company, and they like buy and sell shares kind of thing. So it's quite a fast environment. And I sat there on the first day, and the boss goes to me, "I'll find you a space in a second." I was sat next to him all day long doing nothing. And it felt like he wasn't doing anything. So I don't know if that was him testing me. So I went home and thought, I hate this. I'm going to give it up. But I persevered for a couple more days and then eventually got me a desk. And then I was kind of hot desking from there. And that was a great experience. Did that for 3 years. And I said to my company, I'm fed up now being on site. I want to be going everywhere and doing stuff. And they used to literally say to me, "Okay, we'll pull you off site now." So they replaced me, came back in the office, and they'd say, "Right, here's a fax server card for you. Here's the instructions. You've got 24 hours to learn it and install it, and you'll be training the people on site how to use it."
Oh my God.
And it was literally like that. Literally thrown in the deep end. No consultancy guy come and work with me, shadow me kind of thing. Straight on customer site, looking to them professionally. And I remember installing the card, running through the software and teaching them, and they're all coming away saying, "It's fantastic. You must have been doing this for years." And no.
24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours. So I had that for like 6 years. And I've seen the company grow. Then we had that switch over where a lot of companies were now dealing directly themselves on their own websites. So a lot of the reseller deals were going under, and they lost a lot of revenue through that. So the company kind of slowly declined. We had a training center and everything, and that thing declined because it was online training. And they kind of said to me, "Right, we're going to have to let you go." And it's like, "Oh, what do I do now?" But then alongside that, I had a few homers, people that I could do IT with, and it was kind of decision, run my own company.
Yeah.
So I had CamelyNet running as like a marketing side for where I live, and then the IT side. And every week I was sending out letters in the post, here's our IT, here's our advertising.
Yeah.
Checks were coming back for the advertising, but then my IT kind of grew, and I had to put that on the back burner.
Right.
And my first time I was running from home, and one of my resellers, because I was selling hosting space, web hosting space, and he said, "We've got office space. Do you want it in with us? You look after IT, and we'll give you office space, free phones and stuff, and we can work closely with you." So I thought, brilliant, because I was going from home to an office. Back then, my partner was going to me when, you're in. Can you pick me up from shopping? I just couldn't get away from that.
Yeah.
So office is great for that. So I was there for 2 years. We then took on Disney for their hosting environments. The company was designing a website. I was hosting it. So we had 6 servers, 3 were on another hosting platform, and then we had 3 on our own hosting platform. So I had a data center in London. But I had to change because the data center I had access to was only 9 till 5, but we need 24-hour access. Something you can just turn up and stuff, especially with Disney. It's huge.
Yeah.
So we moved data centers. So went from, I can't remember what it is now, it was outside London into London to went to the barbecue, and there's a data center around the barbecue. So that was my full first rack experience, going in and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I remember a lot of late nights, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, going up, trying to sort things out. But we eventually, it was a good learning experience for the Disney side, because as soon as we launched because Christmas kind of starts around September time for them.
Okay.
September and October, we get the busiest. So they have over 1 million shoppers online, 24/7, 365 days per year, kind of all through that period. So it was a lot of people. When the servers went down, it was kind of like, get into London as quick as you can, sort it out, basically.
Right.
So we...
Like a response.
Yeah. So after they had their first year with us, they kind of said, you know, since we launched with you, our sales went through the roof. So obviously the hosting platform originally was doing something wrong with them. So we had them for, I think it was like 5 years. And then they decided to merge it all in with the state stuff they do, which is a bigger center and stuff. But that time I kind of grew up. I had multiple servers, 3 rack cabinets. And then I was then moving from where my resellers had an IT company I was kind of working with as well, an office with IT. He said, we're moving from Guildford, just down the road, bigger space. Do you want an office on your own then? And if you manage us, so I went from one sort of desk now to my own office with 2 or 3 desks, and able to sort of bring people in and stuff. And then one day I was there for another year or 2, and then one of the guys come through who's worked upstairs said, we're just taking on a business centre. It's gone into the bank's reprocessed it, but they want to bring it back. We brought it out. Would you do the IT for us? So I was there for 6.5 years doing all the IT infrastructure.
Oh, wow.
Then I merged my data centre because it was then in Stevenage. When I moved to Stevenage, brought it down to Croydon, to Airport House, and managed it there for quite a number of years. Good pay. I was doing all the infrastructure changes, recabling the building because it's an old building. Lots of fun stories, some BT coming in doing stuff, because it goes back to the First World War, because it was the first airport in Croydon.
Oh, wow.
Before Heathrow and Gatwick. And it was just
It's not
like...
still there, is there?
Still there as a business centre, yeah. Still sort of surviving now. But it's great stories. And they got I think last day of each month, you can go into Airport House and have a tour upstairs, because it's still got the tower where the airplanes come in and stuff. It's like a museum.
Oh, wow.
So it was a really good experience. And then I got to a point where businesses should take advice. Don't put your eggs in one basket. I did.
Right,
Even though I was learning from, I won't put my eggs in one basket, and I had him like several baskets. But when this came through, and then Mike kind of said to me, we'll put a contract in place, so you stay at Airport House for another 3 years when I come away from this project. And he didn't. And so it was the next day, they kind of like sat me down and said, you need to take it all. And it was like 2 racks of servers I had there with customers on it. I mean, what was an income of 10,000 a month?
Wow.
On that. And it was like, okay. Yeah, so I spoke to my ex and said, how many friends have you got? Can we get to that? Because we had to take it offline, and I kind of like buried my head in the sand. So for weeks, I kind of just didn't answer my phone because customers were ringing and saying, where's my server kind of thing. And I thought, I'm just going to ignore it. Don't know how to deal with this. I'm going to get sued off my ass, basically. So when I owned up and said, look, this is what's happened, they just said like, oh, don't worry, that's great, we understand. Can we have our data back? And good luck for the future. So there was no asking for refunds. There was no suitcases.
That's pretty handy.
Yeah, just pulled away and that's fine.
So, sorry, just to get back on the eggs not in one basket, what do you think for small businesses with their IT? Because I haven't really got an idea about rack servers and...
No, IT's changed massively now.
Floppies and all the rest, but...
Back then, offices used to have their own servers and their own little server rooms.
Now you outsource it all, I think.
Yeah, it's all hosted, it's all
if I have a problem, I panic and then I'm like, hello, IT man.
They rang me the other day. I said, you realise I'm not your IT company?
Do you know, I went to school and I thought, this will never take off. Computers is ridiculous.
Did you?
So I never really concentrated.
Explains
and now,
why you're so crap with them now.
And now I ain't got a clue. So now I just call the IT people who have to pay for, and I'm like, that's gone. Yeah.
So with regards to, like, when we're talking about IT and well, obviously you know the point of this podcast, you've been recording them all, but for people that are just setting out, what's an important place for them to start when thinking about their IT? Like emails, where they save their documents, like, all the sort
having
of
a
basics
backup
in that
IT
sense.
company.
Yeah, so good things like if you're going to be sharing documents between your team and stuff, then obviously Microsoft Teams is a good way, because you can do like recording the meetings and stuff, and then you've got your document area as well. It's easily shareable.
It's the same as the Google
trying to say with Google Drive. So you can do Google if you want to. It depends what you like and stuff, because it's a personal thing.
Is that like the OneDrive?
Yeah, OneDrive. Well, OneDrive is separate, but it still bolts onto Teams.
Right.
So that's like a personal drive for each user. But then you have when you create your document area, it's shared between all users, and you can kind of sort of say these people can have access to this, or vice versa.
And then also, like you say, on the server. So another thing I've like a lot of like new starters, they like want the website, find the domain, get the. I think Lisa mentioned it as well. You want to make sure that you own like your domain, and make sure you own those things, because if you buy it through, sign up with. I don't know, it might not be like
there's numbers loads
there,
out
but
there.
there's loads of different things. Then you don't own it, so when you want to take it away to move it on, it's not yours anymore.
Also, a lot of hosting companies tend to bandwidth throttle your site. So you might. I've been on like 123 Edge. I've got quite large sites were running on them, and it used to be really slow. Even when I was like making changes in WordPress, it was slow, and I thought there's something wrong here. So I moved it over to I think it's called Inos. Since then, it's just super fast.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So you have to like check your platforms out.
Yeah.
You make sure what you're getting. If you want something more dedicated, you can do what you call a virtual server. So you have memory on the server. It's kind of a cloud server, because they do spread them across multiple data centers now, but you get dedicated RAM, space, and CPU power, which is really important. If you're sharing it, then you're only going to get what it's shared to, and if it's a really popular server with tons of people on it, then you.
And is that just the same? Like if you had a cloud space, that's the same as having
because you got
Teams or a Google thing.
Yeah, so Teams is cloud-based by Microsoft, so it runs on multiple centers across multiple data centers. It's fast because they have their own pipelines for their internet access. So obviously Microsoft, Google, again, they have their own pipelines. So as long as you deal with a big brand like that, there's going to be speed behind it. You're not going to have slow access and stuff. So that document sharing, whether it's Google or Teams, would be the first point. And it's kind of like working, because obviously with Teams you get Outlook. So you can have your email, share calendars and all that kind of stuff. Works much better now because it's co-hosted now.
And with your email, it is a lot better, and it looks a lot more professional as well, isn't it? To actually have your own domain, so that you've got whatever you want, your name, for example, and then your business name. Because there's been a lot of people that I've gone to contact before and stuff as well, and it's like, something or other plumbing at gmail.com or whatever, because obviously you can,
off people.
You can set those things up for free, can't you? And on the whole, it does look a lot better, doesn't it, to have your business email?
Yeah, when you got a free email account, it's not necessarily free, because they sell your email address to marketers, so you get a lot of spam through it as well. It doesn't look great when you got like joe@hotmail.com on the back of a van as a plumber, or it doesn't kind of like sell who you are.
I'm a bit judgy on that.
Yeah, I mean,
email snob.
Yeah,
I think on Microsoft Outlook, it's like £4 per user to have your email address, and it's up to, I think it's 50 gigs of email space, and they can archive it. There's so much more features on it you can do. So it's worth doing that. And also choose your domain name, so it kind of reflects all your social media handles as well. So you kind of got all that. So if you're first starting out, find out what your name you want to use, check it out first, see if anybody else has got it, check the hashtags and check in Facebook if the name's been taken, kind of thing, and then work out from there. And keep it punchy, small and punchy, because you don't want an email address that's Joe at and a whole long.
Oh, I had to email someone the other day and it had the longest email address, and I thought, you have not thought that through at all.
You should have abbreviated it.
I won't say what it was.
Kind of abbreviate down. Maybe use AI to give you some scenarios of like what you could business name could be, how it would work. And also making sure when you've got your handle and your email address or your domain you want to kind of buy, before buying it, make sure it's free on social media as well. The last thing you want to do is having hyphens and numbers at the end.
Yeah, because difference is now really asking you about IT than if we had done this a few years ago. Now we're like chatting about clouds, and I don't think you need to tell anyone you need to buy this computer when you're a startup, because it all changes now.
Yeah,
it's all
because it's all cloud based. You don't have to worry about
even
having
the telephones.
Office PC. Yeah, VoIP is now. Go anywhere with it. take your local number anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I've been given a BT one at home on my business line, and it's like, what's the point? Because it works same as my mobile.
Yeah, IT is easier now, I think.
We just got a new phone in the office. We've just got one of those high ones.
Oh yeah, that's popular.
Had a different one before then. It's like, it's so exciting. You need to come and have a look
at it. It's like a tablet
with
a phone handle.
It's literally a tablet, and you can take the tablet off, and you can take the tablet like home with you and stuff. Yeah. You can have WhatsApp on it, and I'm so excited.
I use yay.com, and I have to say they're good. Like any problem, call them, answered. I've got the app on my phone. I've been with them for years. Someone else said, we could be cheaper, and I said, don't care, I like these guys.
It works.
There is a lot of competition because obviously BT phone lines are ending in 2025, so you won't have a phone line.
I heard
BT.
this,
are they?
All over VoIP now, so it'll be VoIP everywhere. BT's way behind on speed at the moment, so you've got really good providers out there. The law's now changed on broadband providers, so they're not stuck with BT or Virgin's another proper one. They own the infrastructure, BT and Virgin. Everyone else kind of tails off the back of them. So things like Sky don't own broadband; they resell from BT, and what's that other one they got where you combine bills together? Utility Warehouse.
Oh yeah,
they're same. They're BT brand.
Yeah,
you know. So check those out. But it's with the law change
EE is as well.
Yeah, EE is a brand off something else.
BT, they are.
Yeah, and it's like your mobile phones. You got the what do you call them? Virtual SIMs.
Oh yeah.
Now the difference between the two SIMs, if you've got a SIM by the contract, O2 or Vodafone or can't remember what the other ones are out there, they don't restrict your bandwidth. But when you're on a card that's kind of a virtual SIM, they do restrict your bandwidth and your data.
Oh, interesting.
So it's always worth going to the main provider as well.
Now, what's a virtual SIM? There's no actual SIM?
It's another company. So you got like they've got weird names out there. Smarties is another one, but I think they're a brand of O2. So they sell off virtual SIMs. So you can actually set up a virtual SIM yourself as your own brand, and it'll be a mobile phone.
What's that one that kept being? Is it like Voxy or something? I kept seeing the adverts. Is that?
It's virtual. So the only big brands out there do mobile contracts is your Vodafone, your O2. Who else we got?
EE?
No, it's BT.
Oh, that's
BT. Yeah, BT owns a mobile, so they're our brand. Orange, but now it's been brought up. Somebody else merged in. I think Orange was merged into O2 or something. Can't remember now.
I don't know. I see another one. Is it Spanish or something?
It all goes completely over my head.
If they're offering lots of large data and out of this world unlimited, it's normally a virtual SIM, so you have to check it out. But they are normally cheaper as well.
Okay.
So,
like Tesco's, that would be a virtual one then?
Yeah, virtual SIM. Yeah, that might be a brand of O2 as well. Yeah, it's definitely worth researching. But yeah, I kind of saw a tip come up the other day saying about these virtual SIMs. They offer kind of same as a brand does, but they do restrict it. I think it's more for the brands say, come back to us.
Yeah.
But they still have to be competition. So with the change in broadband, so now allowing any broadband company to lay cables in the roads now. So you got things like, from the names of them, there's quite a few different brands popping up now. So BT is still behind. They're not rolling out their fibre just yet. They've got it to the cabinet levels, but not straight to homes at the moment. And they're still stuck on 70 megs per download and 90 meg uploads, where a lot of these other brands now are doing gigabit up and down for £25 a month.
I'm lost.
Yeah. Speed's the main thing, especially at home, a big household, or if you're working from home or a business, and fiber's the way to go.
Well, also talking about household internet and that, I know that the IT company that I use, they promote quite a lot where, especially after lockdown, people are working from home. And they built these garden offices, but they can never get the IT. So that's another thing really to look out for, that you can get the boosters. Boosters
only work well. You got the boosters that kind of take the signal you've got and it tries and amplify the signal. But if you've got a poor signal and it kind of goes out your house, hits the middle of the garden, then you're amplifying it back into your office shed. That could drop out any time and you'll get fluctuations. It's not a thing. You can get a Wi-Fi box that they look at each other and they act like an invisible wire between them. They work better, they're stronger because they're actually just talking to each other. And then open space wireless goes for miles. I think it's like 300 meters open space, nothing you're going through.
And the other one, Starlink. I didn't realise that Google was starting a similar thing, and so is Amazon.
Starlink's good if you've got a flat back garden with open skies, no trees or bushes in the way, or if you've got a flat roof that you can put the Starlink on there. They are costly.
Yeah, it is expensive.
But it's fast. It's like
do you still do all the IT stuff now then?
Yeah, I've got a couple of customers I still kind of work with, been for the last couple of years.
So if someone rang you and said, I've just had a garden room built, but I need internet access, is that something you could help them with?
Yeah, I've still got my YouTube channel, which I do that on. So I've been to London doing consultancy work, things like that with people. Just had an email this week actually from a university in another country where this guy's been given a job for IT, has come to me for recommendations. So I get that quite a lot as well, which is good because it's helping people out.
So what's your YouTube channel?
I was just going to ask that.
Jack's Tech Tips.
Jack's Tech
It's been changed quite a few over the years, and I'll evolve it. Jack's Tech Tips.
What's a good tech tip for today's podcast?
Yeah, obviously email addresses. Think about the name you're going to choose. Keep it simple and short because you want it to roll off the customer's tongues.
Yeah.
And it's easy to print it on your business card.
Yep.
Just keep things simple. Don't make things complicated. Especially home setups and things like that.
Yeah.
Best Wi-Fi box to buy for home over the power lines. They're really great as well. So if you've got a decent, power line going to your shed, use power line adapters. Use the internal power line as your cable.
Oh, right.
And then remember, cable's always king.
Yeah, right.
Cable is king. I'm having that as the top tip for today.
Cable is king.
Oh, brilliant. Have you ever, in terms of like running your own business then, like what's been the highs and what's been the lows for you in running a business?
First 3 years is the most struggling part. I was kind of borrowing pennies from left, right, and centre from people to keep it going forward, moving forward, and then it kind of got hit that kind of spike. It just hit that spike, even though I didn't see that coming, and it just suddenly just launched. So that was the high point. Low point was the struggling part. But if you're passionate about what you want to do, keep at it. They always say the first 3 years of business, you don't have to make a turnover or profit. You can make a loss over each 3 years. But I do kind of say when you get to like year 4, you're still making a loss, and it's time to sort of like change. Or maybe it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And where did you sort of find most of your clients from, or where did they come from?
Word of mouth. Because I had it quite easy because I was hosting people's sites. I was getting in touch with web designers that will resell my hosting space and services because I had to build it on a service. So I had a monthly fee. Because if you can, that's another tip. If your business can offer a service, that's what you kind of need to go for. Get the numbers up so you've got a nice monthly income coming in and something you can rely on
like
for
a
wages.
Sort of retainer service.
Yeah.
And also, there's a bit of a follow-on from Kate talking about social media. From your YouTube, how many are you getting customers through that people are saying, like the top tips, can you help me with this?
Yeah, my YouTube channel did bring in some people to do work with, but it wasn't designed for that. I just wanted to get the ad revenue from the channel, build out as big as I can and stuff. I've had like big networking companies email me and say, do you want to review some of our switches? And I kind of went, oh, this is a good one. Yes. And I said to him, right, if you're going to do it, rewire my flat and my ex's house where all my kids are, because there'll be loads in there for streaming with. And I gave him a shopping list of what I needed, and I thought they're going to come back and say, go away. It's like over $5,000 worth of equipment, and a week later it turned up, delivered.
Wow!
Like, oh my god!
Wait, what can we review?
Yeah.
So I did an unboxing videos.
We're going to write to Lamborghini
and stuff. Yeah.
We'll review your car.
And I do quite a lot of reviews. Sometimes when Maplins were about, I used to go in there and listen to the salespeople, and I go, sorry, that's the wrong. Right, you need this. I do that at Curry sometimes. It's hard not to,
Oh, amazing! Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Well, that's quite good, really. That's evolved. That's like an evolving business that you're doing that now to get things and making money.
Yeah.
Through IT, but you weren't. That's not how you were originally making money from IT. So.
Yeah, I mean, I should have started my YouTube channel when I was actually at IT and I had lots of stuff to review.
You never think about it then, though.
No, because kind of now I have to buy something to review. I can't because brands have changed now on YouTube. Don't throw stuff at you unless you're really, really big. Mm-hmm. My subscription level is still going up, so it's still kind of climbing that hill. And I don't do enough videos per week to maintain the growth kind of thing. I can do nothing for a whole month, but I still get the slow growth plan upwards. Still making a bit of revenue from it, which is great. It's kind of dipped a little bit, but I kind of need to motivate myself more to do more regular videos, and I'm sure that will go through the roof.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, even laptops I've seen people reviewing.
Yeah, my last laptop review was like 14,000 views. I did a Wi-Fi Powerline box review. That's over 400,000 views.
Because if people are thinking about getting these items or looking at what to get, they're going to look at reviews. And there are so many videos you can find now, aren't there?
There is. So I have kind of a really hard market, but a lot of my videos are slow burners. So they'll go in for the week. I've just published one at the moment. It's on like 24 views. But if I wait till the new year or maybe mid-new year, mine's slow burner, it then jumps.
Right.
So it's kind of like I have to make sure I put loads out there for it to climb later. So never delete a video. My older videos are still ranking up the views.
So you're going to carry on doing the videos?
Yeah, I'll carry on doing the videos. I'm trying to get more of my presenters involved with it as well, so it gives me a motivation to film more and do more stuff with it. But yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Do you use social media much, or is YouTube your kind of go-to?
Yeah, for Jack's tech tips, it's more works on YouTube than Facebook because everyone's kind of comments on that side. I have a Facebook page, but nobody's come over it to it either. I even put videos on that side as well, but YouTube is kind of like showing me that's where I should be.
Yeah.
Have you got a website?
No, I did have a website on that and it didn't do very well, but again, everyone's on YouTube, so it's kind of like I'll focus more on YouTube.
Yeah.
As that grows out more, then we'll maybe relaunch new one.
So on YouTube, say you review a laptop, are you able to put a link on YouTube so that people can buy it and you generate cash? Or
so I've got affiliate links within Amazon. So if it's on there, I'll link it. Then that way, if they buy that, if it's a laptop site, 600 quid, then I'll probably get £20.
There you go. You can review your sanitary bins and put a link on there for people to buy.
Yeah. Quite easy to become an affiliate on Amazon. So yeah. And I've got an actual online shop on there, so I can link that to my YouTube channel so they can look at stuff that I've recommended, like all the podcasting equipment. It's all linked on there as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, you got a shop now. That's interesting. I'll chat to you later about it.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, I think with my last question with regards to business owners and their IT and stuff. So we've covered the email, we've spoken about like the Google Drive and stuff like that. If someone decided that they were going to start off with their Yahoo, Gmail, whatever email address, for whatever reason, in terms of like file storage, is like Dropbox or something an easy enough way to go down, or would you recommend that actually they do just
I haven't used Dropbox for years. I've got Google Drive and I've just uploaded it to 2 terabyte storage now because I've got customers I send videos and links and stuff to.
Yeah.
So that's that's like $7.99 a month. So it's a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't increased on the Microsoft Drive because Google kind of works really nicely. It's easy to connect to. So it's kind of like finding what's easy for you, depending on what phone you've got. Like if you've got an Android phone, Google will be quite embedded with that, works really well. I've got an Apple phone, but I don't use the Apple iCloud. I kind of prefer Google because it's just easier to share those links. You can share them as a review link or an open link that you can upload if you want to and then delete it later.
And you can have the Google Drive app on your Apple phone anyway, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so realistically, people could look at getting their own domain, which, costs a couple of quid a month, doesn't it, sometimes?
.co.uk is £12 per month. £12 per year.
Yeah.
.com is a little bit more expensive. That's like probably about £20 per year.
And you get the new little tags now. So like shop, service, this.
Yeah, everything now.
Yeah.
Really, really short ones as well.
Okay. So people can do things pretty inexpensively, but it'll give you the professional look and you'll have all your documents in the
so if you're going to set up a domain name, go for .co because it is the cheapest. So we just registered like Cameo Life, .life, and the .life's like £30 per year.
Right, okay.
So so think about the costs because they can all add up as well.
It could be a bookkeeping. Is it?
There might be.
There might be. I'm not changing mine. Oh no, it's brilliant. Thank you, Jack. We really appreciate you talking to us and, giving the advice as well. Because I think during this first series of the podcasts, I think we've pretty much covered everything we wanted to, haven't we?
To set up.
So hopefully it's been informative for everyone. And this is the last one of this series as well. Okay, cool. Episode number 10. But thank you very much. If people wanted to contact you at all, what's the best thing to do? To
just search
comment on your YouTube?
Yeah, just go on YouTube, search Jack's Tech Tips.
Yep.
See a picture of my face. You can find me, and that's probably.
And it's our last one. So, what about if someone wants to find you for podcasting?
Yeah,
podcasting through LinkedIn. So Jack Hodgins on LinkedIn, or SJ Media Group, or Buzz Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you just Google Buzz Podcast, you'll find us.
And lastly, you've sat with us through all of these and
Yeah.
heard everyone else's answers. So we'll ask, do we do a new one or the same?
Yeah, same.
Oh, we know your cocktail. So
Yeah,
what's your biscuit, your last biscuit of choice?
Last
no.
bit. You should say.
I can't cope because he's not sat there.
I'll give you two. The drink one is Bailey's.
Okay.
I named my son Bailey's because I love the ice cream in the drink.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
cute.
I did tell him that. And obviously a biscuit will probably be chocolate hot knobs. Hot knobs, yeah, chocolate.
The
Okay,
OT
and what
one.
about
Yeah, the OT
chocolate?
one.
Let's go for all of them. What about chocolate?
Chocolate. Oh, it has to be Touch Delight with chocolate around it.
Ew.
Oh,
Everyone
no.
says that.
Absolutely not. Okay, try and redeem yourself. What about
Hamburger topping.
crisps?
Crisps. I used to like Walker's cheese and onion, but they've lost flavour over the years.
Oh.
So I go back to what's those crinkly ones?
McCoy's.
Walker's. McCoy's, yeah. McCoy's.
Salt and
cheese and
vinegar.
onion, really nice. Yeah.
What's yours?
Nice and basic. Crisp. I don't know, I'm not really a massive crisp person, if I'm honest.
She asked the
I
question, we
actually-
just got one.
Yeah, I know. I
thought you were going to
haven't.
say quavers.
I actually quite like those pop chips.
Oh, yeah.
I like most of the flavours, just not the sour
I'm
cream.
going to change my crisps now because it's What's It's.
Oh, I do like a
I
what's
brought a
it.
big bag of them, stuck in a great big bowl and put a movie on.
Oh, I like skips. They're good.
Yeah, melt in your mouth.
What are you, 5?
They're good, yeah. Put them when tongue in their mouths.
Yeah.
What's it's are good. I like
Yeah.
what's it's. I like what's it's. But
What, and you're
Toblerone
not
is definitely
5?
my chocolate.
They get all around your mouth.
Oh, right, we're getting very carried away
Yeah.
now. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in for this first series.
Yeah.
If you've got anything that you'd like to see in the second series, we'll be planning on talking to business owners about their businesses, really, what they're going through and their experiences along the ways. So, any questions, let us know and keep a lookout on social media. And
And second bit's more about, people that have been the startup and what
gone
their
through
next
this
bit-
stage
yeah.
and exactly.
Shall I do the clap?
That's when we start it.
Oh, we don't do one at the end.
No.
You'd think he'd learned by now. But yeah, thank you very much and we'll see you all soon.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm Dee Shepherd from SMJ Media Group. If you like what we do and if you enjoyed what you heard today, then please do continue to support us. Support us in our conversations, in our events, in our communication, and how we publish and how we promote all local businesses. So, how do you do that? Well, you can buy me a coffee. Where? buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group.